The Hanseaten is a collective term for the hierarchy group consisting of elite individuals and families of prestigious rank who constituted the ruling class of the free imperial city of Hamburg, conjointly with the equal first families of the free imperial cities Bremen and Lübeck. The members of these first families were the persons in possession of hereditary grand burghership of these cities, including the mayors, the senators, joint diplomats and the senior pastors. Hanseaten refers specifically to the ruling families of Hamburg, Lübeck and Bremen, but more broadly, this group is also referred to as patricians along with similar social groups elsewhere in continental Europe. The three cities since the Congress of Vienna 1815 are each officially named the Free and Hanseatic City Hamburg, the Free Hanseatic City Bremen, and the Free and Hanseatic City Lübeck. Since 1937 merely the Hanseatic City Lübeck. Hamburg was one of the oldest stringent civic republics, in which the Hanseatics preserved their constitutional privileges granted in 1189 by Frederick I, Holy Roman Emperor. Until the German Revolution of 1918–19 and the Weimar Constitution, Hamburg was strictly republican, but it was not a democracy, but rather an oligarchy. The Hanseaten were regarded as being of equal rank to the nobility elsewhere in Europe, although the Hanseaten often regarded the nobility outside the city republics as inferior to the Hanseaten. Thomas Mann, a member of a Lübeck Hanseatic family, portrayed this class in his Nobel Prize-winning novel Buddenbrooks' Relationship to the Nobility. The relationship between the Hanseatic and noble families varied depending on the city. The most republican city was Hamburg, where the nobility was banned from the 13th century to the 19th century from owning property, participating in the political life of the city republic, and even from living within its walls. Hamburg, however, was not a true democracy, but rather an oligarchy, with the Hanseaten as its elite occupying the position held by noble and princely families elsewhere. According to Richard J. Evans, the wealthy of 19th-century Hamburg were for the most part stern republicans, abhorring titles, refusing to accord any deference to the Prussian nobility, and determinedly loyal to their urban background and mercantile heritage. Many Herdburgers considered the nobility inferior to Hanseatic families. A marriage between a daughter of a Hanseatic family and a noble was often undesired by the Hanseaten. For the late 19th century, being integrated into a German nation-state, a number of Hanseatic families were nevertheless ennobled, but this was often met with criticism among the fellow Hanseaten. The Hanseatic banker Johann von Berenberg-Goslar was ennobled in Prussia in 1889. His sister Susanne married Amsink, exclaimed Abbe John, "Unseguter name," upon hearing of the ennoblement of Rudolf Schroeder of the ancient Hanseatic Schroeder family. Hamburg first mayor Johann Heinrich Burchard remarked that the Prussian king could indeed place Schroeder among the nobles, but he could not elevate a Hanseatic merchant. Hanseatic families. A few prominent families are listed here. Abendroth Amandus Augustus Abendroth, mayor of Hamburg. Augusta Abendroth, lawyer. Karl Eduard Abendroth, merchant, member of the Hamburg Parliament. Albers Johann Christoph Albers, merchant, representative of Bremen. Johann Heinrich Albers, merchant of Bremen, London, art collector. Anton Albers der Altry, merchant of Bremen, Lausanne, painter. Amsink Rudolf Amsink, senator of Hamburg. Wilhelm Amsink, mayor of Hamburg. Berenberg-Goslar and Berenberg-Goslar Johann Heinrich Goslar, banker. Johann Heinrich Goslar, senator and banker. Anna Henriette Goslar, married to Ludwig Edwin Sieler. Hermann Goslar, senator and first mayor of Hamburg. John von Berenberg-Goslar, Hamburg senator and banker. Oskar Goslar, German scholar. Gustav Goslar, German scholar. Burchard Johann Heinrich Burchard, Mayor of Hamburg. Johannes Leopold Burchard, Hamburg lawyer. Wilhelm Amsink Burchard Motz, Mayor of Hamburg. De Chapeau Rouge Frédéric de Chapeau Rouge, Senator of Hamburg. Charles Aimé de Chapeau Rouge, Senator of Hamburg. Paul de Chapeau Rouge, Senator of Hamburg. Alfred de Chapeau Rouge, German politician. Failing Hermann von Failing, German chemist. Johann Failing, Lübeck senator. Emil Ferdinand Failing, Mayor of Lübeck, Dr. Moritz Hagenström, in Buddenbrooks. Godefroy Johann Cesari, Godefroy, Hamburg merchant. Hudwalker Johann Michael Hudwalker, Hamburg merchant. Martin Hieronymus Hudwalker, Hamburg senator. Nikolaus Hudwalker, Hamburg insurance broker. George Johann Christian George Sr., Hamburg merchant and Grand Burgher. August George, Hamburg benefactor to the poor. Karl George, Grand Burgher, Lord of Wellings, Buttle and cavalry lieutenant in the Hamburg citizen militia. August George, delegate of the Grand Burghers to the Hamburg Parliament. Hans George, German colonel and Freikorps leader. Walter George, founder of Aeon George and Amp Hubener. Gunther George, German television host and producer. Jenkel Kellinghusen Heinrich Kellinghusen, Hamburg merchant and first mayor. Lorenz Meiermann Thomas Johann Heinrich Mann, senator of Lübeck. Thomas Buddenbrook, in Buddenbrooks. Heinrich Mann, German novelist. Thomas Mann, German novelist. Erika Mann, German actress and writer. Klaus Mann, German novelist. Golo Mann, German historian. Merck Heinrich Johann Merck, Hamburg senator. Karl Hermann Merck, Hamburg privy councillor. Baron Ernst Merck, Hamburg merchant and cavalry chief of the Hamburg citizen militia. Moller Barthold Moller, Mayor of Hamburg. Mutzenbecher Matthias Mutzenbecher, Senator of Hamburg. Johann Baptista Mutzenbecher, Privy Councillor of Hamburg. Nolting Overbeck Johann Daniel Overbeck, theologian and Dean of the Catharineum. Christian Adolf Overbeck, Mayor of Lübeck, novelist. Christian Gerhard Overbeck, Judge at the High Court of Appeal of the Four Free Cities. Johann Friedrich Overbeck, German painter, head of the Nazarene movement. Christian Theodor Overbeck, Senator of Lübeck. Johannes Overbeck, German archaeologist. Parish Jean Parish, Hamburg merchant. Petersen Karl Friedrich Petersen, Mayor of Hamburg. Karl Wilhelm Petersen, Mayor of Hamburg. Rudolf Petersen, Mayor of Hamburg. Schluter Schroeder Christian Matthias Schroeder, Mayor of Hamburg. Christian Matthias Schroeder, Hamburg senator. Johann Heinrich Schroeder, Baron, Hamburg banker. Karl August Schroeder, Hamburg judge and member of parliament. Karl August Schroeder, Mayor of Hamburg. Schubach Nikolaus Schubach, Mayor of Hamburg. Siemers Edmund Siemers, Hamburg shipowner. Kurt Siemers, Hamburg shipowner and banker. Gert Hartwig Siemers, Hamburg banker. Sivking Georg Heinrich Sivking, Hamburg merchant. Sir Edward Henry Sivking, physician. Kurt Sivking, Mayor of Hamburg. Silem Garlabe Silem, Mayor of Hamburg. Sloman Robert Miles Sloman, Hamburg shipowner. Henry Brauren Sloman, Hamburg shipowner. Tesdorpf Peter Hinrich Tesdorpf, Mayor of Lübeck. Peter Hinrich Tesdorpf, Mayor of Lübeck. Johann Matthias Tesdorpf, Mayor of Lübeck. Adolf Tesdorpf, Hamburg senator. Ebert Tesdorpf, Hamburg illustrator and watercolorist.